Yes! What's up, everybody? It's Jeremy here. I'm ocean bound and I'm heading to my happy place, Nahant. Today we've got waves. It's hurricane season, but it's just been a real letdown. I've never seen so like little wind and waves in September before. I've got some great news and I'm totally stoked to share. So the first thing, this season I will be riding and wearing Crooked Wetsuits. Crooked Wetsuits is a local company. They make wetsuits out of Yamamoto. So they have given me some stuff to try. I've got some booties, I've got some gloves, which are really nice. They're like thin gloves. I've got a 3-2 wetsuit and I've got a 4-3 hooded. And then they even have like a 5-4. And there's a couple really cool things about the Crooked guy. First off, their logo, I think is super rad. Love a good logo. Second off, they do wetsuit recycling. So check out their website, crookedsurf.com, and I believe that you get like 50 bucks off a wetsuit. You can send it in for free and get 50 bucks off of a wetsuit. I visited their like warehouse. They have over 1,000 wetsuits that they have packaged up, about ready to send out. Over 1,000 wetsuits that they're recycling. Now that's something. So if you guys have old wetsuits lying around and you want to get some credit for them, ship them in for free. Check out crookedsurf.com. Now, the other thing that I think is super cool is that they want to do a special with me. I can't put this in the description, but if you're watching it in the video, you get 20% off if you use the coupon code OceanBound. Stoked! Yeah, so if you guys get some wetsuits, I want to know about it. I'm going to be riding them all season. I'm totally stoked. It's going to be rad. I think these guys are really cool and I really love what they're doing. Now, number two, the second thing that I wanted to say is that right here, I'm so lucky that I got home and UPS delivered this. Now, I may have mentioned in my last video, I only have one 5-meter right now. My PPC has been repaired. It's literally heading back to me today. I'm going into this weekend with some pretty large waves and some good winds, and I only have one 5-meter, and I'm a little concerned about that. I personally like to have 2 5-meters, even if one's like an older one, just something that I can go back on. So as a surprise, my wing dealer sent me a new 5-meter wing to demo. It's an Ezzy Wing. Ezzy is a windsurfing company. This guy has been making windsurfing sails for years, and now they're making wings. So I'm totally stoked that this is what I get to ride today. It's a 5-meter and it's gonna be righteous. I'm so stoked. Let's go rip some waves. Flip this around and see what Nahant looks like. Here we go. So super high tide, tide's going out. Tide's going out is always better. We're gonna try to sneak out here because the wind is kind of coming in at an angle. You can see ground swell, but it's hard because it's so windy. We're talking like, I don't know, blowing 25 right now. So I'm gonna go with like 680. I can even go with the 580, but might as well try the 680. I'm gonna ride the 205 tail for a little stability. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. So, cool. Let's go set up. Woo! I got a knife. I always carry a knife. Careful, 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 careful. A Flight 5.0. Whoa. Alright. That's cool. A little big. It's funny this one's longer than this one. That's odd, but it's fine. Interesting. Triple ripstop, but it feels different. Handcrafted in Sri Lanka. Okay, okay. Got some battens. Does. Whatevs. We're gonna give it a try. It's windy, but we're gonna give it a try. 11. So we're gonna do, I wanna do the 205 tail today because I want stability, but still shreddability. And then I can do the 580, but I'm gonna do the 680, make it easy. I think I'm gonna have plenty of power. It's like, I just think that's funny. Ah. Oh, it's this way. I love it when the zipper comes from this way. Ah. Oh, behind her, cool. Here we go. Sweet. Look at this thing. Love those handles. I love a wing with good handles. All right, now the plan. My wing friends got up. I'm just gonna go out. It's a lot of seaweed right here. I'm just gonna go out as far as I can. Waves look gnar. I'm stoked to be on the 680. It's gonna be so rad. It's been like 2 months at least. I think it's been 3 months since I've been on the 680, so. Gnar, 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 gnar. Get out of it. Oh yeah, hello. What's up, man? You're up. Oh, I'm so stoked. I'm alive. Woo! I used to snowboard, but why snowboard we could do this? Back down the way. Sweet! It felt so good to be on some bigger waves again. Now, I mean, we happened to go out and it was like high tide situation, outgoing tide, but it just means that it's really choppy. So it's like we got big waves but lots of chop, but we were able to manage in the chaos. Once you're up on foil, it was pretty good. The wind was blowing like 25, I'd say, pretty much the whole time. The 5-meter Ezzy did great. It is a really, like, I'm still gathering my thoughts on it. I'm gonna do at least one more session and then maybe I'll do like a minute review of it, but it was super easy. There's nothing that stuck out on that wing that made me dislike it. It was a little on the heavy side, but it was so solid when it was drifting and whatnot, so that was totally fine. It had a decent amount of power, the materials seemed to be cool, the canopy was pretty tight. So I'm glad I got to ride that in those conditions because it's just a really good test of how you can move it around and whatnot. So more on the Ezzy Wing soon. As I mentioned earlier, if you guys are looking for some new wetsuits, Yamamoto wetsuits, and you want to get 20% off, you can go to crookedsurf.com and put in the coupon code OceanBound, and boom, you get 20% off, and you can even recycle some wetsuits if you're into that sort of thing. I went over to their warehouse and I brought 10 wetsuits over, so it just like I felt like a superhero for doing that. So yeah, super stoked. More coming up soon. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. If you want to see some more of my videos, please consider clicking that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Drop me a comment and let me know how you've felt alive out in the water lately. And with that, I hope all of you are doing well out there. I'll see you soon on the flip, and I wish you all an awesome day. Later.